Right, time now for the interactive segment. Joy News Interactive. And Aisha, you take it away.
Right, so it's the most interactive in Ghana around this time. Oh, the week is shipping well, and I know you're getting exhausted already. You don't get tired. Just get a cold juice with a couple of cubes and relax.
Which juice are you talking about? Calipo?
Maybe.
Or just water?
Well,
whichever you prefer, actually.
yeah, it's a matter of choice. Now, former President Jerry John Rawlings is angry at what he describes as a lack of respect within the governing National Democratic Congress. This comes as he has labeled the flag bearer of the GCPP, Dr. Henry Lartey, as a pawn used by some individuals within the NDC to tarnish his reputation. Do you think he's craving unnecessarily for unnecessary attention, or he deserves that from a party he founded?
I think he demands some respect because he's the founder of the party. And then I think that at the same time, for some time now, they've not given him the opportunity to air his views. So possibly he's also seeking attention.
Well, I think he deserves that respect.
Possibly he was, waiting for the opportune time to air his views. So possibly this is the opportune time.
He's the founder of the party, and the way they talk to him in public, I don't think is the right thing to do.
If you look at the whole scenario, you could tell that he's also going through some pain. Basically because it looks as if they're trying to malign him. Yeah, so he's also trying to defend himself in another way. And at the same time, he's also using that platform to seek some attention.
Those were some comments from the streets. Let's see what people are saying on Facebook, Israel.
Right, so Solomon Sam says we should let the old boy rest. It's just a ploy to render him irrelevant in the scheme of things in the party if he founded. A time is coming when Zenato will wield so much power in the NDC party and streamline issues according to his father's wish. And Francis says, in fact, Mr. Rawlings deserves some level of respect, at least bringing democracy to our doorstep. He could do as Robert Mugabe, but for the love of Ghana over power, he said no. Just to, you can move, if you have any on WhatsApp, I'll bring these ones.
Okay, so I'm trying to also get some comments from WhatsApp. A number of them are popping up. Whilst I wait for them to pop up, let me go to our second issue. And okay, so our second issue has it's got to do with some. All right, so the messages are coming. Let me see if I can pick a few of them. This one is coming from who? Oh, okay, they're coming at top speed.
All right, so while you look at that, I have a few here. I've been able to retrieve these other ones.
Okay,
Prince Nuruddin says, I blame Rawlings because he failed to comment on Mohammed's Ford gift saga. What is good for the goose is good for the gander. Katie Wonder says, I think Jerry should come out and tell us what he used the $2 million for, so the case rests itself. And Andrew says, people just want to tarnish his image. Far bend them all trying to disgrace our junior Jesus. And Sharif says, I can't think, man, this year's election will be very interesting, very, very interesting, with every day's new development. And Joseph Monu says he deserves the due respect. And Musa disagrees.
And Kelvin Osei from Asenfosu says, I think Rawlings deserves the respect and even more than anyone in the party since he is the founder. And this one is coming from Kwabaji from Junjun. Says, old age, the reason Nigeria is suffering under Buhari. And another reason Ghana has to reject Akufo-Addo. Chairman Rawlings is the most respected individual in the NDC, because otherwise some party members would have gone ballistic on some of the things he says. The NDC remains intact. And it's coming from Berima Kwabaji from Jinich. unfortunate. This one, he says, please Aisha, is there any truth or some merit in the story or not? It doesn't matter what he feels. Okay, so you didn't add your name, and this is coming from Julius from Nandom. He says Rawlings deserves some dignity and respect. Why is NDC trying to sideline him? A lot of the messages. Papa Teku, he says, don't worry, my grandfather Rawlings, he is suffering from Andrew. We will start respecting him. Your message is not complete. And from Kenzie Sekwa, he says, it pains me why Papa J have let the small kids doing this. Time changes truly. Those are some of the messages on this. Okay, I'm not getting this message well. You may want to send it again. This one says, Bogolu says, Aisha, these Team B minister and members of the NDC should learn to respect their founder. And this one is coming from Ishen Stephen from Cape Coast. He says, I see Adunketia must know where JJ picked him and say something to the NDC members. Keep sending your messages, we'll read them. Rafik from WA says, based on what fact is he saying that? Just trying to fault the NDC. And I hope it's not our own Rafik Salam. Right, so Californian internet personality Christiana Crockett struck up an unlikely friendship with Saudi Arabian teenager Abu Sin when they met by chance on a video chat site. Although they understood little of what the other was saying, videos of their attempts to communicate became an internet hit. That the Saudi authorities were less than impressed, and now Abu Sin could face years behind bars. Is his arrest justifiable? That's the question we ask. Do morals like this make the society any better?
For me, I don't see anything wrong with that, because in this 21st century, we can do things online, right? So I don't see anything wrong in someone video chatting with someone outside the country. Even if they are dating, you don't have the right to arrest the person. I don't see anything wrong with him video chatting with the woman.
You know, we are in the media, all right, and we have authorities, people who handle the media. So if you know that the country is not allowed, is not accepted to do such things beyond the country's expectations, then you have the media to block such things. So the media in Saudi Arabia should see to that, so we don't have them. It's like this, prevention is better than cure. So before it happens, why don't you stop it? The media should handle that aspect. You understand it? So when the media handles that aspect, you don't think that I would be able to have a conversation with somebody in Brazil to go to the extent of, you know, having a conversation with her that would go beyond. Because the story is like the woman is older than the man, the guy. Okay, the guy is a teenager and the woman is an adult. So primary is not good. I mean, it doesn't go in contact with both of them. So the media should handle. If the media handles that situation very well, I mean, everything will be kept. That's what I think.
If he says I shouldn't do this, then why should he bring it? Do you get me? So if you don't want me to interact with someone outside the country, then you have to seize internet in your country.
My first question I would like to put across is, were all this thing known to the society? Were all this thing known to the teenagers in the society? Because if you are put in this contest, okay, and then you are aware that when you do this, this is what society will do to you, or this is what authorities will do to you, then better put, you don't do that at all. All right, so I don't think if there were rules and regulations governing this society, that is Saudi Arabia, people would go beyond. But then one thing is, if there are rules and regulations that the teenagers are aware of, then then the authority in Saudi Arabia are right to jail the guy.
All right, so let's hear what you have been saying, and that has been on Facebook. Let's see. Israel will read them out.
Yeah, Ibrahim Abdul says this happened in Saudi Arabia, and that is how things work there. So why will you ask non-citizens, residents of Saudi Arabia, about the customs and values of the Holy Land? Yes, it is justifiable and will continue to be. Let me tell you what makes society bad or worse, democracy. Akib says, if it is stated in the Quran that Muslims should not practice indecent form of dating and a punishment is prescribed therein, and they are going according to the Quran punishment, then fine, because Quran is the word of Allah. Even the Bible, okay, just need to quickly go back to that. So even the Bible is against adultery, idolatry, fornication, and prescribes punishment for that, including stoning to death, caning, etc. But all these things, do we avoid them? Because we can't avoid what the Bible or the Quran are condemning, we regard the punishment for those things as morally wrong and unacceptable, thereby turning the word of God to suit our own moral. Kwesi Watson says that is their law, and they are aware and they respect the laws of their land. Unlike our country, in which the only law works when we are sharing food or visiting the public washroom, which gents visit the gent side and ladies visit the ladies side. The rest of the laws exist in books. Katie Wonder says Saudi Arabia too be some country. There is law but invisible. And then Nana Kumnipa says this Saudi and their laws alone is very disheartening. Papa, they should leave the guy to have his peace of mind.
And Ali Musa Danjuma from Spring, Texas says Saudi is an Islamic country and they are governed by the Quran, and it is clear there, and he is aware, so it is wrong. This one says, what crime is called chatting? I mean, what crime it is to chat with someone via video if human rights has been violated? And it's from Eric. And Take, who says, I can't think far. I can't even think madness. This is crazy. The world will end soon. When you go to Rome, you do what they do. May Allah change their mentality. What will be the punishment for the lady? And Kenzie from Serqua says, hey, technology will surely kill us. So by all means, shaking my head, keke. And Papa Anko from Damango says, it's a duty of the Saudi authorities to protect the morality of their citizens, and so they are totally right. And this one says, Aisha, although the society does not allow it, but still, why do they keep using social media? I think the chat was to be blocked long time in order to avoid this jail system now. And it's coming from Kelvin Osei from Asin Fusu. This one from John Jason from Sandem says politicians should stop playing with people's mind. I'm sure he's still talking about our first issue. And this one says, please kindly be mindful with some of your topics. This topic on Saudi is a bit sensitive. Well noted, but no matter how sensitive it is worth discussing. And this one says, Van from Stalaga says, I don't see anything wrong with the action being taken by the Saudi authority. They are a country of laws and their law frowns on that. And those were some of your messages. I'll pick this last one from Yusuf from Tamale. It says, please, okay, Yusuf, I've read your message already. Someone is trying to call me. I warned you, please don't call. Right, so according to several posts on Facebook, everything you've ever posted becomes public from tomorrow, even messages that have been deleted or the photos not allowed. The question I ask, what will you do, or how will you feel if this message turns to be true?
Hey, now we just delete the account, that's all, no Facebook.
I don't really care because I don't have any private stuff and all those things. So if they share my private stuff on Facebook, I don't care because I'm honest, I don't have any bad things to hide. So I'm cool with that.
I'll delete my accounts. Like, I'll be shocked. Why would that happen to me? Because there's some stuff that are private that shouldn't go public. So if it's to go public, I'll just delete my account and stop using Facebook.
Can you really do without Facebook?
Oh yes, we have Instagram, we have Snapchat, so yes.
No, but you know that Facebook is like one of the, I don't know how to say, like, where you can communicate. Yes, you can communicate with your friends outside. Because Instagram, if you don't know their handles, how can you communicate with them? Because Facebook, like maybe your friends is someone's friend, so maybe if you need that person's account or something, you can just go through, I don't know how to say, her friends on Facebook, then just click. I'm even confused.
Yeah. Or if possible, you just have to create a new account. That's it. Create a new account.
Yeah. Your privacy is no longer being protected.
When you, like, I don't know how to say it, when you stop using, you close the account and you create a new account.
I'll stop taking pictures. Because if I take funny pictures, you know, when a girl takes a selfie, she deletes some. So if I'm to take pictures and everything is to go there, no, I'll just stop taking pictures on my phone.
It's quite embarrassing. It's not really cool. It's not really so cool because you see my SHS pictures and now a big difference. It's not cool, so I'll just delete it and never use it.
Right, so some chicks there doing their own thing, and someone doesn't want to see her GSS.
SHS
Charlie, but they are nice pictures of, they bring memories.
No, but in her case, she knows what she's posted. And she says she doesn't want to
It's
see
not
it.
cool cry.
It's not cool cry.
Okay, so let's see what's coming on Facebook.
Solomon says, haha, it's going to be interesting. Every one of us is going to be exposed. The amorous and illicit affairs in our inboxes will amaze everybody. Even the saints are going to shock others. Armstrong says, Facebook, are we moving forward or backwards? Anyway, those who use this medium to perpetrate their illicit and huhudious activities will be exposed.
Okay, so I'm trying to pull up the messages on WhatsApp, and let me read some of the messages on our first issue. This one says, I said Nketia sees nothing wrong with his Team B guys who insult their founder. No doubt he has been putting on Bogolo, this is not fair. This is not fair. The guy didn't put on women's jackets. And this one says, Dr. Baumia should explain to Ghanaians the type of jobs he would give to people. I don't know what you're talking about. It's not one of the issues we've been discussing, and so I don't know what you're talking about. And this one says, Mr. Rawlings should desist from making derogatory remarks about his own party so that he can get the respect he deserves. And it's coming from Kasuli from Tamale. Those are some of the messages. Right, so Israel, you have more messages. Let's see.
I have some more messages. All Saint says, this can only help to minimize the insanity in social networks, since everything you post or write in your inbox will be viewed by everybody, including your relatives. Papa Kofi says, is Facebook not going to respect our privacy concerns anymore? I don't think it's necessary. And then Azari David says, I would have to stop going to Facebook. I post them but deleted it. Why bring it back? Is it their concern? If they try it tomorrow, 10,000 will stop going to Facebook. I personally would delete the app. Ata JB Patrick says, haha, why is Facebook reminding us of the past? I'll soon deactivate my account. And Dabuna says, it wouldn't be a problem because you want the general public to see them. That is why you post them, either good or bad. And Kwesi Watson says, simple, I'll just delete my Facebook account after this program. I can't be answering questions which are difficult at ACC or CA questions from my wife.
Okay, so those are some interesting
okay, but still on this particular issue, it's not true apparently. So your Facebook posts are not going to go public, so please don't deactivate
That's a prank.
it. So I've just been checking it out, and it's, you can just Google and read some of the so these are messages that are posted. They posted by people. It's not actually true. So here it is. You can check the Guardian about 7 hours ago. It did a story on that, and a number of other websites have done it. The Telegraph also has it. Don't panic. Facebook isn't making all of your photos public. So if you read through, you get to see that it's actually not true.
So and that will be all for the interactive segment. I did enjoy my time with you. Have a sweet evening. Bye bye.